welcome to Tech Turks. Today, now I have the CEO of Wild Fusion, Abas Idaresit, and Wild Fusion is a digital media company, and I think I will start by allowing him to actually explain to us in layman's terms what they do and what they can do for us. And yeah, Wild Fusion is a partner of Diamond Bank, and we work together to do a lot of wild stuff in the retail space. So, Abas, welcome. So tell us about Wild Fusion.
Thank you very much for having me.
What you've done, what you're doing, and how you're going to blow our minds.
Thank you very much for having me. So first of all, Wild Fusion, in a layman's term, it's a company that enables advertisers and companies achieve marketing success on technology platforms. So it started because there was obviously a need in the market for advertisers to look for new ways of reaching consumers. You know, there was a shift. Consumers are moving to technology platform, they're moving to digital devices. How do you move, or how do you integrate your existing traditional channels with the new media and the new channels that consumers are now on? So that was when we came into the scene, and we've been helping a number of business organizations to achieve success. 7 years now, we do have a training center dedicated for digital marketing training. We've trained over 2,000 students. It's a local center of the Digital Marketing Institute of Ireland, awarding their diploma and ensuring that a lot of the students are certified internationally and have the required skills to exploit technology. What we've also noticed recently, and this might interest you to know, is we're seeing a lot of interest from startups looking to acquire digital skill, because when you have an idea, you start thinking to yourself, how do I scale this? How do I acquire consumers? How do I move from 20, 30 customers to 100, to 200? I need my books to look good before I go out to raise money, you know, and digital marketing, search engine optimization, search engine marketing, display advertising, social, mobile. These are tools to help you.
So that's great. So one of the challenges I have is the adoption of digital marketing and those channels, especially mobile, social media, as the major channel for creating market awareness. What I don't understand, so explain to me, is print has limited circulation. Digital has large, but you still find, especially companies like in your space, always going print and not saying, you know what, let's go 100% digital and let's put that stake in the sand and go reduce that paper, especially for the customer. Why is that?
So, okay, first of all, I will start by throwing a little bit of background to the digital economy or the digital space. Nigeria today is Africa's largest digital market.
Yeah, exactly.
Over 90 million people connected to the internet. 80% of that connection is from digital mobile devices. The 7th largest in the world, more internet users than England, than Italy, than Portugal, than Spain. You know, and this is with about 70-80% penetration. Mm-hmm. Imagine when it is 90.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a huge market. In marketing, it's very important to have an integrated approach. So why one channel? One channel shouldn't work on its own. All the channels should work together. So if you're on mobile, you experience a brand on mobile. On your way back from work on Third Mainland Bridge, you can see that message again on a billboard, and it resonates with you. As you're driving home, it comes out on radio, and it resonates with you. So it has to be very tactical. And what we try to tell the advertisers is, based on your objective. If it is to acquire new customers, and you can do that strictly online, then you can have an always 100% digital strategy. But if it's brand building, where they have to see your brand or engage with your messaging 360, then it's always good to have an integrated approach.
So let me ask a question. So I have a big small business portfolio of customers, and I know that, you know, one of the key requirements, that the things that they need beyond access to finance, is access to markets, and access to markets means advertising. So And for them, they'll never be able to use billboards. They'll never advertise in billboards. They'll never be able to advertise in newspapers because they just can't afford that one page. And of course, there's a lot of competition. So where do you see an opportunity for an organization like for Wild Fusion to be able to, provide services for these small businesses and make a fortune, of course?
Yes, so it's a tricky situation. Why? Because yes, the market is huge. There is a massive need in the market, especially for small business. SMEs are the engine drivers of an economy. But one thing that is very difficult in the market with them is infrastructure. And this is not just physical infrastructure, light and roads. It's also human skill set. How do you exploit technology to grow your business? And because the skill set is lacking, some of them do struggle. That's why for us, we've said, look, we have a separate business that is dedicated to training. And the reason why we did that was because we struggled to attract talent. So we said, okay, you know what? We will set up a separate business called the Wild Fusion Digital Center. And so far, we've trained over 2,000 people and gotten them certified. And so because of that, we've been able to hire some people from the training center to be part of the business. For small businesses, yes, they definitely need to acquire the skills. So one way we help them is through training. 2-3 weeks ago, I had a session in Startup Week where we was dedicated on growth hacking. How do you growth hack your startup with limited or no budget? And it involves how do you design your product? How do you understand the need of the market? Build the product to satisfy them? And how do you get seen on search? How do you get seen on YouTube? How do you get visibility on social media? How do you speak to your customers when they are in need? For example, we all use the Google search, for example. You use Google search when you are in need for something. You search when you're in need. And imagine being able to speak to a customer when you are in need. I need coffee. Where can I buy coffee in Victoria Island? You have to be there. I need taxi. You have to be there. So how do you get there? So through search engine optimization or through PPC. Now we can either train you, which is a lot cheaper than to offer the services to the small business. We prefer to train. We prefer to show you how to fish as opposed to fishing for you. So over the next, in 2017, we are very keen and we are very big on capacity building and developing the ecosystem.
So questions, and this is questions, I mean, like you can ask me this same question as well. We're under threat, right?
Under threat.
Digital is technology is also putting existing business models under threat. So the new players coming into the market, bloggers are now competing with newspaper houses. Twitter, people are using DIY Twitter, DIY Instagram is to market their goods. Reality TV, everyone's creating reality TV. So how do you stay ahead of the game? How do you stay competitive? Why would people always come to you when they can DIY themselves or try new competitions?
So I'll speak for everybody that feels under threat and also literally everyone. So in today's world, you must always remain innovative. If you don't remain innovative, the world would leave you behind, literally. There are a lot of industries that have faced these challenges, and some of them have overcome the challenges. Some of them have been overcome by the challenge. I give you a classic example of some guys that have, succeeded, and it is the Vanguard, the Punch, and the This Day of today. When digital came out, everybody were thinking to themselves, you know what, print is dead. But these guys have been able to move slowly to digital channels. They set up their website. This newspaper, they have an average of 150, 200,000 circulation a day. But on their website, they're getting millions of hits every single day. So they've moved the content from technology, from traditional channels to technology channels. That's a classic example of how they have they've made transition to the modern economy, and they've started earning money online. So in that case now, technology wasn't a threat to them. Technology was an enabler for them to make the business much better. There are other instances, especially in the financial technology, your world. You have the fintech companies and big players. Some of them you know, innovating, riding the waves of financial technology, investing in bitcoins, blockchains, looking at the new technology, just to ensure that they integrate this into their existing systems and insulate and secure their future. So I see technology not as a threat, but as an opportunity. And I think both established and newcomers should see it as an opportunity, should welcome it, should understand it, and should use it to get to the next level.
Okay, so for our small business viewers who are watching this, what kind of advice would you give? Quick advice would you give to them in terms of how they position their brand, how they create, how they attract people to their brand and create awareness for their brand? What are the things that consumers, especially Nigeria, the young nation, what is it that attracts people to a billboard or to a clip that might catch their interest? What's attracting people?
Okay, so the first thing I would say is let's get the product right. I've seen so many cases where the product is not right, but they put in a lot of money on marketing. So I'm assuming the product is right. Once the product is right, then you have to be found where your customers are. For small businesses, simple advice, get on Google, register with Google My Business. So that way you put your product out there, you put your address, you put your contact details. When people are searching for product like yours, it picks you up and you come out as one of the search results. And imagine being there when someone is in need and your product and you're out there. You know, your chances of converting a customer, it's a lot higher. The world is changing. To get here, I had to use Google Maps to find my way here. You know, and I can actually see a coffee shop in Victoria Island. And I literally got direction on how to get here. So imagine what will happen in 10 years' time. You know, so it's here to stay. It's not a fad.
No, of course, and like, you know, Google has actually changed the way people even think of movement in Nigeria, especially not just in Lagos, but outside Lagos as well. So it's great. Thank you very much. 2017, they say it's going to be challenging, but I think one of the advices is that I'm sure advertisers tell people is when they're going to get tough, that's not the time to give up or start cutting down on advertising. You people need to know that you're there and also creating value to the system. Thank you very much, and wishing you a wild 2017 if I don't see you after that. Thanks.
Thank you very much indeed.